What's up, YouTube? It's your boy Bryson Cole, also known as BCGraphix. If you don't know who I am a self-taught artist. I got my come up from TikTok, and I'm also found on Instagram. If you want commissions or like to see more of my work, please follow the links below. I will link you to my Instagram. So, you clicked on this video because you want to learn how to draw anime eyes, so that's what we're gonna do.
Yeah. Do it. You scrolled on this video to do it.
I'm showing you how I would draw them or how I draw them in my style. First thing we're gonna go over is the components that make up an eye. So you got your eyeball, your pupil, the glare reflections, your iris. I'm gonna show you where all those things are so you have a little bit of knowledge and a little bit of vocab of what creates an eye. Second, we're gonna go over expression. Third, we're gonna go over shape. And fourth, we're gonna create our own eye in a style that we want, and we're gonna make it fun for us. Let me stop talking and let's get into the video. You feel me?
Shut the fuck up.
But first, hey, this is a familiar face. Last time I had soju, except this is that strawberry. Super delicious. Get me going. One thing I will say, guys, I am so sorry for not posting last Friday. My goal on this channel is to post every Friday, but every now and then I might have to take breaks. I was super tired. I had hella commissions, and I had to make sure I got those people their work. But first thing we're gonna go over today is the structure of the eye. First thing we have to do is I'm gonna do a little eye document. Okay, so these are the main components that make up an eyeball. Oh, I'm sorry, and you got one more. You also have this glare, which we'll call the light reflections. Forgive my handwriting, I'm writing kind of fast. But these are the components, and of course the eyebrow at the top, that make up an eyeball. And the first thing you need to know when drawing eyeballs in BCGraphix style is I make my eyes super big. So some people, this is the fun part. You can make it however you want. Most of the characters I draw, I want their expressions to be super happy. So I make their eyes like really big. So first thing I always do is always make a curve. Kind of hold it, and bam. That's kind of like the window to the eyeball. That's like the eye for me. But it also depends what expression I want. So like I said, most of my cartoons are ecstatic, so they have like wide eyes. But if you wanted it more sad, you could make droopier eyes. You can make, and now we're getting into shape, you can make more trapezoid eyes. You know, it doesn't have to be a perfect circle. And let's get a few shapes drawn. So these are the three shapes that I primarily use when I'm creating an eye. So we got a semicircle, we got an actual circle or an oval sometime, and then we have a trapezoid. Sometimes when they have trapezoids eyes, it's a little more realistic, it's a little more, sometimes the character might be more aggressive or more serious. When you have circle eyes, sometimes that might convey that the character's goofy or it's just the main character. And when they have semicircle eyes, it could convince you that the character might be sadder or more mischievous or curious. It's all kind of in the eye of the beholder. No, but for real, all these shapes do convey a different message. So first you need to know, like I said, what is the expression and why, and who is your character? Like, who are you drawing? Like if I was drawing Little Dirk, I would make his eyes probably a circle. I'd make him more like ecstatic. If I was drawing Pop Smoke, his eyes might be more of a semicircle. If I was drawing a more serious rapper like Tupac, I might make his eyes a trapezoid. So it just depends on who I'm drawing, and that's how I pick what shape the eyes are gonna be. You feel me? You feel me? Let's go. we're gonna just play around with one of these. I'm gonna start off with the trapezoid, and we're gonna draw how I would draw a trapezoid eye. So the first thing I would do is kind of sketch out a rough trapezoid just like this and make it connect back. So right now we got the eyelid. We got the eyelid right here. Oops. Got the eyelid, and right in here we have the actual eyeball. All right. So what I usually do is I find where the reflection's gonna be. So wherever the light's coming from, or kind of where I want the light to be coming in off of the character. So let's say the light is coming from over here. So what I would draw is a circle, or you could draw an oval. The fun thing about anime is you can kind of make it however you want, especially, wouldn't necessarily call this anime. It's like a mixture of that and a more Western approach of cartoons. But let's just draw a circle right there. And what I usually do is I make the pupil in the middle. What I usually do is try to attach it somehow to the edges of the eye. Because usually when you look at an eye, it has shading around it. You know, especially if there's sun. So let's say I'll have the... That's pretty much how I do my eyes, and I keep them as simple as that. And then of course I would put a eyelid, and I would put, you know, the eyebrow. Bam. That's how I'd make a trapezoid eye if I was just trying to make something super simple. Next, we're gonna go on to the circle. You can already see the kind of from that trapezoid what kind of character it would be. It looks a little more serious. It's not like, the eyes do tell you a lot, especially in the anime or BCGraphix style that I do. Whatever you make the eyes will tell you a lot about the character. So that's a simple way to draw eye. They're not hard. And if you wanted to have it looking a certain direction, let's copy and paste it. One rule of thumb is have these reflections on the same page. Like, have them looking the same way. Don't put a reflection on the left and a reflection on the right, or then he's going like this. You know what I'm saying? The light needs to be coming in the same side. So what I would do is take this and flip it. Bam. Look, that already looks like a Bryson Cole drawing. That's my favorite way to draw eyes. I like them when it's kind of like that C. I make a C and then I make an oval inside of it. Or you can make a circle inside. All right. Next, let's try to do a semicircle. So for the semicircle, we kind of make a hump and then go down like this. We make a circle on the inside. Draw a big old reflection and put the pupil in the middle. Now sometimes if I have the reflection touching the pupil, I could just leave it like that and be like, that's my eye. But for some reason I really like to bring the shadows on the outside. And when I get to us drawing, and when I get to the next step, we're gonna draw a few eyes, and I'm gonna show you a few cool ways to draw it. And that's when you can really get creative. So bam. That's how I drew the semicircle eye. You see how all of them get off different expressions? Like every single one of them. Y'all let me know what's your favorite. What shape do you like drawing when you make your eyes? So for the last step is the secret sauce. What do you want people to look at in your eyes that looks like your thing? Because I think I can pull up a few examples. Your local off guy, I believe he used to put stars in their eyes, and the star was the reflection. And it just made it different. Now what does he do? Oh, he still does stars? Yeah, he still does stars. So I put an example up. See how he's doing the stars? That's his reflection. And he doesn't, in this picture, he doesn't have a black pupil. It's actually a darker color of whatever the character's eye color is. And that's just creative. Like, you can flip it however you want. If we go to something more mainstream, like Demon Slayer. Demon Slayer, they make they make sure all their eyes pop. Like, if you look like if you look at a character like what's his name, Rengoku, his eyes, like he looked kind of creepy. I ain't gonna cap. But I'm not gonna spoil it. No spoilers. No spoilers. I don't spoil. Anyway, back to Demon Slayer eyes. They have such distinctive eyes, and on Rengoku, if you look at his pupils, they're white. So that's a different thing that they do. I think even with Tanjiro, his pupils are white, and he doesn't have, I don't know, they're so simplistic, and they add a gradient to the iris. So, I mean, you can really do it however you want. These eyes are what makes your character look like your style in reality. So we're gonna do 4 different trapezoid eyes, and we're gonna make them all different. So for this one, let's make the let's make the reflection just a giant circle. Let's make it a heart. For this one, more boxy. And on this one, we'll make a star. So next we're gonna add the pupil. For this one, I'm just going to do a normal pupil how I would do it. We're gonna go to the sides. See, that's kind of how I would do mine, very simple. For this one, let's make the pupil have like a line indentation in it, right? This is the fun part about making eyes. You can really make it whatever you want. This one, since we already made it kind of a boxy shape, let's make the pupil a boxy shape with a slight curve to it. See how customizable this is? Like, they all look so different, but they all still have that hexagon. I mean, they all still have that trapezoid eye shape. But on the inside, when you get into the iris and you start doing pupil and the reflection, you can really like change it up however you want. Okay, they're all kind of similar, but at the end of the day, they're all super different. So what we're gonna do is make a reference, and then we're gonna go under and we're gonna change the color of it. Right, so look, we got all these different colors. And one thing I really like to do is I'll take that base color and I'll make a darker one, and I'll add like this highlight to it. So I'll go around the top like that. And I'll make kind of like a C. See how I did that? And that just adds a little depth. Nothing crazy. And clean it up. Yeah. So I made like a little C. That adds a little depth. And what I want to do sometime to add a little more color is I'll highlight that base color and I'll make it lighter. So instead of making it darker, we're going to make it lighter. And I add a highlight to the bottom. I'll make it look kind of like a sausage. Bam. And that's how I would do an anime eye. And I don't know, like the shapes alone, I really think the reflection in the eye makes a big difference, and how you draw the pupils. You see how all of these are so different. Also, color is a big thing. Like whenever you pick these colors, make sure it matches your character. So if your character's evil, you might want to use red eyes. If your character is nervous, you might want to use bright blue eyes. Colors mean a lot in cartoons. Bam, look at these eyes. These eyes are beautiful.
Oh wow. Oh wow. Oh wow. Oh wow. Oh wow.
So what I do is, now we just want to color in that pupil, or that reflection, my bad. And we want to color in the actual base of the eyeball. All right, bam. That is our eyes. I think they look pretty cool. If you want to even change them up and spruce them up a little bit more, one thing I would do to add a little more depth, kind of add this little shadow going over it. And I'll just lower the opacity and take it off of the reflection. I don't like it over the reflection. But look, it kind of just gives a little more depth to your eyes. Look, fire. Another thing you can do is make a layer on top of everything. go back to that white and add another little light reflection, except this time a smaller one, coming from the opposite side. Most of the time I do a circle, or sometimes you can add in whatever, you know what I'm saying? And sometimes you can even put them in the eye just to add more depth, more light coming in. I don't know, really customize it. So there you go. I hope this tutorial helped you. I hope it gave you a little more insight on how I draw my eyes. And if y'all want a part 2 to this, just let me know and I can go even more in depth. Thank you guys so much. I will see you next Friday. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe, and God bless. I appreciate y'all. Peace.